I'm hitting record.
Okay, well, hit record.
And then intro it. Is it a desk?
No, it's not a desk. It's for your thing. It's Ambition. I wanted to call it a funny name, but you said no, so it's just Ambition.
Ambition Rebellion.
Ambition. Oh,
Revolution.
Not bad.
No, I don't want any of it. It's just Ambition.
Well, but all right. So if that's the case, what are we gonna call Ambition? Like the episode, the first episode that comes out. It's the shit. It can't be one if you're doing.
No, it's just gonna be Ambition.
Yeah, but if it's a 6-week series,
Ambition episode 1. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's
irrelevant.
irrelevant.
It does. That's very important, but that's neither here nor there because essentially what this is the who, what, where, when, why quickly for people because.
Okay, so you ask me a question.
What is the purpose of Ambition?
So the purpose of Ambition is to. So basically, Ambition it's the NXT before it was kind of before NXT was NXT.
It was.
Is that right?
It was like the Florida Championship. It was like the FCW.
So it was like a farm-fed school place. So basically, the new version of it is, I wanted to do we talked about it a while ago of doing like a different sort of show, a different OCW show. All the shows in OCW are pretty much the same. The way that they're formatted and stuff, they've always followed the same pattern from pretty much opening the doors to now.
Sure.
You've started to experiment with Twitch and stuff now, so we're going to take that a step further, and what we're basically going to do is showcase the people that are less than 2 years, or I'm willing to say people who need a break for Ambition. So like people who've been around for a while, because a lot of people don't know that I was on the first episode of Ambition, or the first episode of the reboot of Ambition, I think.
Judging by the video, the old intro that's actually on the YouTube that you can check out, OCWFedTV on YouTube. You were in the first iteration, and then the second iteration was you and Dupree.
It wasn't me at all. I wasn't in the actual Ambition where the Ambition guys came from.
No. You sure?
Yeah, no, I wasn't on any of those episodes
because you were in the intro video anyway. But that's beside the point. Basically, again, so that's the purpose. But here's the other thing that I just wanted to get off my chest because I'm a little tired of people joking around saying that I'm soft and my being soft. Ambition essentially is for rookies, as you said, to get some kind of prominence. I'm aware that and the thing is, I know that in general OCW is very, I would say for the most part, not particularly friendly to rookies.
Bastards.
I'm not sure why that is. I think the general consensus is a lot of times people invest in rookies and then they don't do anything.
I think it's different to that. I think it's people are worried that they're going to lose their spot to a rookie.
But wasn't that the initial case with the original Ambition? Actually, no, it wasn't, because the original Ambition, I answered my own question, no one gave a shit. And then as the show started doing better than Riot, people were like, oh, and they started to get their hooks into people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the case in general. I'm not sure, because honestly, if that's the case, then there's, I don't see that, honestly.
If you come in as a normal person, as a rookie in OCW, then you're gonna get to a place where you need to be. If you are a normal human being, if you come in and do I want to be world champion in 2 days, then you're not gonna get anywhere.
It's not even that. There's, for example, let's take the current iteration. For example, the new rookie the new wrestler Damian Bourne. That's a highly contested topic. The people are like, well, what's his reason for being promoted? And I gave my reasons, and apparently some people don't really agree with them, and that's fine. I'm good with discourse. I don't mind. I'm able to have the conversation, but I find myself agreeing with these people from a match standpoint. That's one of the determining factors, but it's also time. But the point I'm making is when it comes to rookies, you really don't have to do a lot to set yourself up differently from the pack. You just have to be consistent, and time again, that's not the case. So here's the first rub with Ambition. I know I'm jumping a little bit all over the place because I'm a little excited. Bottom line, cut this shit with the requests. It was fun before, like, I want to be nice and fuck you. He's running the show. I'm not running Ambition, but I don't give a shit about requests. You book, you fight who you got to fight. That's it. You don't want to do that? Fine, leave. I don't care. Seriously, okay. I'm so, because you know what it is. I've been so accommodating. People take that for weakness, but the thing is, I don't want to be a ball breaker, because remember, back in the day, even back in the day, hey, the music's off. Do the whole video again. It took me 40 minutes. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
This intro's off, but you're using the wrong entrance, the wrong whatever in your intro. Do it over again. Dad, that's 2 hours. I don't give a shit.
I've been joking about it to other people, but you haven't seen me as a. I mean, people in OCW at the moment, you are accommodating and you are kind of nice a lot of the time. Try that shit with me and watch what happens in Ambition. And
that's always,
things will fall apart rather quickly
what,
for you if you try and because people can make requests, that's fine, but that's not what we're here to discuss. It doesn't matter what we're here.
Well, no, I'm just trying to say that nip that in the bud, to cut the shit. Just do what you gotta do. And the other thing is, the format of Ambition essentially is, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are gonna book a couple of weeks in advance and just start chambering matches.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? There's gonna be at the moment. There's 6 episodes written down. We've got a format of they should run 6 episodes. What we're gonna do is by Sunday of this week, the arenas will be up, and maybe the cards. The cards will be up probably early next week. The first 3 shows are going to be booked straight out of the gate. So all you need to do is you'll have we're aiming for the first week of Feb for when we're actually going to release it. So what you're going to get as a rookie is you're going to get a match booking. You're also going to get I don't know what we're going to call it, but it's going to be a jumping off point for promo. So effectively,
launchpad.
Yeah, launchpad. Just basically, because people don't always know how to promo. People don't always know the best way to do stuff. So we're basically going to be like, your character is standing here. He's talking to this character. He's fighting this guy. Talk about it, and kind of let him run with it.
Basically, wrestling 101.
Yeah,
that's the other thing I find a lot of rookies. I don't know if they're confused, because I get it that this place can be confusing, and actually, if I knew how to do it, maybe I'll have the first Adam do some kind of a poll or survey or whatever on how to, because a lot of people still find the handbook confusing. I was like, it's not.
It can be confusing because there's a lot of it. People don't want to read a lot of stuff. It's not confusing once you boil it down. Yeah, but so what the idea of this is we're going to take under 2-year people. And if you've been here longer than 2 years, and you want a jumping off point, you want something, let me know, because we might be able to fit you in.
A showcase, basically.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing too.
The other thing.
You're gonna fucking work. That's the other thing. Most people are, the guys who are here, most of them do that. But then there's rookies who don't. You're gonna fucking work. You want to be here, great, but you're gonna fucking work. And the thing is, it's not difficult. It's not hard. Like, I look at the call people, and no disrespect to them, but they take 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 weeks to do what we do every Tuesday and Friday, every fucking time. So there's no excuse whatsoever. Oh, I can't find my opponent. Well, guess what, motherfucker? You got 4 weeks. You can't do it in 4 weeks. Fuck you. So I'm sick of it. And it's not really for everybody. It's for certain rookies, because people will come up, oh my god, I love this so much. Have you watched the show? No. Where can I find the show? What can I do? Are you fucking kidding me? For real?
This iteration of Ambition, I'm trying to cut you off because I'm trying to stay on topic for the first time.
Sorry.
Never normally stay on topic, but so this iteration is going to be. Did you ever see TNA British Boot Camp?
No.
So basically, what happened in that, it was like a reality TV show, where they were basically dragged from being indie workers. So it was Marty Skrull, Rockstar Spud, and the Blossom Twins, and they were dragged from being indie workers all the way up to being TNA quality, which is whatever, it doesn't make any difference, but that's basically what we're going to do. So we have a team of people who are going to help out. So we've got there's me, there's Kent, Dupree, whatever you know him as. There's maybe you, don't know if you're all in or not, but whatever. There's us two anyway. So the reason that I pulled Kent back in is because we ran the last iteration of Ambition in 2013 or whatever it was, and we turned it into the A show, much to the upset of some of the people at the time, but we did turn it into the A show. Most people were watching Ambition and wanting to be on Ambition. Sean McGee came out of that.
Sean McGee didn't want to be on Ambition at first, and he was okay with it.
Yeah, but then he was the guy leading Ambition.
I even see that now, like people who aren't doing show. I don't know if I should be on Ambition. Then don't.
Yeah, I heard
then
that.
Just sit there, do nothing. Sit there, do nothing. You don't fucking complain.
And then the third person is going to be Quartz, just because he's got a better handle on stuff than I have in terms of the current products.
Because he's informed.
Yeah, but he knows people. He's been in conversation with people, so he's going to be sort of like my liaison guy for it. We're going to do it so there's going to be an hour-long episode every week on Twitch. Don't know what day it's going to be on. That's for you to decide. I'm I don't know. It doesn't. Okay. We'll work out the best time.
Well, there's little nuances to help people along. So we're not trying to just throw you straight into the fire. I mean, we are in one aspect. And here's the other thing too. Get your F.P.R on point, because that was the one thing I had to ask you about, because there's some people who are fresh off the boat that haven't even had a match yet, and they're going to Ambition.
So the theory of original Ambition was, if somebody needed F.P.R testing, which we didn't do back in the day,
no, we didn't.
We would take the new person. One of the vets would be an alt, so we'd lose an alt character basically every vet had, and your first match was always a veteran, but under the guise of an alt. Your second match was an opposite veteran, so like it would go like me and Dupree would play as Justice and Ace Angel, and you'd get one after the other, and then normally you'd get like KD or somebody the third time. So by the time you get to KD, we've beaten the bad F.P.R out of you. So basically the idea is that you coached out of bad F.P.R. That's kind of how it is. You coached on the fly, so it isn't a case of... Basically what we would say was make sure you're on the headset at any given moment. So that's exactly what I want this time. I want, even if it's two rookies against each other, I want communication on the headsets, just because it's not a big issue to be talking to each other. You all kind of know the rules. F.P.R breaks.
Mostly, there's only like on the Ambition thing. I don't have the whatever in front of me, the current roster in front of me. But there's the people on there's maybe 2 or 3 who may not know F.P.R to the fullest extent, and that's fine. But yeah, it's not a cakewalk either. It's not like they're gonna give you a win. It's still competitive. But essentially, the way it works is, your first match, they're not gonna fucking B17 you.
No, you're going to be. You basically, it's the old vet thing of someone else is going to carry the match for you. So you don't have. All you have to worry about is making sure that you, as long as you've got, as long as you're not egregiously breaking the rules, then you're fine. You will be guided through that match.
Third match.
Usually, your third match is a test of your mettle against somebody.
And that's.
Yeah, so that isn't going to be happening on Ambition. I can guarantee that's not going to be happening on Ambition. So the idea,
because it's 3 weeks, it doesn't really fit.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll get the first 3 weeks. You will get one match, no matter who you are. Everyone will get one match for the first 3 weeks. We'll then add another 3 weeks worth of matches. It's effectively TV tapings. We're going to do them in 3 week blocks.
And don't fucking spoil your matches either.
Nope.
You're automatically out.
Yeah, don't spoil any matches.
Just keep your mouth shut.
What we'll do in the interim is you will know when your match is going to be shown. Now, that's what you'll have to do is in the week. So to make it competitive, the idea is Twitch does analytics, so we can break down by the minute who was watching what. What that means is we can split each hour into segments, and we can know exactly who the most popular is, which then means that come up on your next match, because you'll have more than one match in the Ambition process, you want to hype your match more, you want to get people interested in your match. Not just on OCW, I'm asking you to go out to Reddit, to go out to YouTube, Twitter, social media. Drag people into OCW. The whole thing of this is, 1, to introduce new characters, but 2, to introduce people to OCW, to bring people in to watch your characters, because ultimately Ambition will be done. It's a short run, it'll be finished, but Riot and Turmoil will continue as normal. It's going to be self-contained, so none of your Riot and Turmoil stuff will be affected by this, which means it's kind of not canon.
Going on,
yeah, exactly. You can have 2 things happening at the same time.
And your stuff on the top main roster, or whatever.
Yeah. So the idea of that is that you can be as free as you can even do a different gimmick if you want to on Ambition. Like, you can just try something out if that's what you want to do. If you've got a character that you've had for a long time, AC Cobra, and you want to try a different gimmick, drag them in. Let's mess around with it and see. The basic idea is
we're basically giving the lazy, the bold, the uninformed, the people who may not know any better, or just fresh off the boat, an opportunity to like maybe just be a little bit more relevant on your own, because you might be. Everyone
on the roster will be a main eventer as far as we're concerned. So you can earn your spot, and that can carry across to the main shows. What you kind of learn here, because what we'll do is as well, your promos are going to be delivered all inside that hour. The way that we're going to do it is by a simple JRPG style, like click, like basically the text will come up on the screen with little screenshots of your character. They'll have like little expressions: happy, sad, angry, furious,
Oh boy,
excited.
that's on you. That's on.
That's gonna happen.
That's a limited run.
We're also going to have full commentary for every single show. It's basically going to be. It's going to be a TV show. Is how we're doing it. It's going to be the first fully formatted OCW TV show.
Oh no, that was Unleashed. Remember Unleashed? The one
Yeah.
muted by fucking YouTube.
Yeah. So that this will be the fully formed version of it with 5 years more experience, because I actually know what I'm doing with a lot of this software now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's also going to be little bits and bobs that'll be added to the show as well. Think of it in the fashion, like one idea that was pitched, I don't know if it's going to be in the final version or not, is kind of like a breakdown of each person participating, like a brief, in a world.
Yeah, so that's something that I did actually want to cover was we're looking for, let me just pull it all up because I need to make sure that I get this right. Phil for a little second while I pull the sheet up.
Sure. What you should do is also link me the current roster, because we still got a couple people to fit in as needed.
Okay, I can do that.
I would prefer that there's more main guys and alts. So
no, I don't want any alts if I can help it. If I can get no alts at all,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
perfect.
but I'm saying, like, I know that like PS4 has a bunch, but then Xbox is Xbox. It doesn't really matter, because even like if Xbox has 4 to 6, you can still make that work for 6 weeks. That's super easy. We've done more with way less.
I would say as a joke is if you've got 2 good people, you've got 6 months worth of content.
I mean, basically. So assuming you're good with it, but so let me read off the current roster at the moment. We got my man Horsey Head, the last blacksmith, Telos, a newcomer fresh off the boat, straight from Greece, Thrace. Jet Draven returns. Ashley Moore, fresh off the fatal 4-way. Elliot fucking Parker, fresh off the boat. Mr. Lightbulb Head, Iho de Mystico, top rookie, now wrestler. Antonio Ev, Damian Bourne, good old Doc Green, Keith Hendricks, Benjamin Moore, Capo Genovese, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, Sebastian Walker, which is another fresh off the boat, Jerry Boy Savage, another fresh off the boat, Bell, another fresh off the boat, and Brody Braddock. That's a lot of fresh off the boats, bruh.
Yep.
Shit.
And they're all going to be guided from being fresh off the boat to being competent. The idea is,
well, how you gonna guide the? You know what? I'll leave it up to you. How you gonna guide these? That's 19 people, and we still got like main roster shit. Wow.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times I be thinking, oh man, we're struggling. We not struggling at all.
No. So basically, crazy. What I need from all of those people mentioned and anyone else that signs up is we've got like we're going to have a little crib sheet, because we're going to treat it like a territory wrestling show. So effectively, there's going to be two. It's a JR quote that he always said on his podcast, which is nothing sells like personal issues and competitive matches. That's what they want. So it's good versus evil. It's I'm going to fight you because of this. It's as simple as that. There's going to be no time traveling. There's going to be no fucking stupidity. You're going to get the opportunity to do a wrestling promo in a wrestling arena. Don't care where it is, but you're going to get told what to do. So if we're like, sell your match, get the match sold.
What if they say, what do you mean sell my match?
Then I say selling is when you make people buy into your match. And when they buy into your match, they care more about you. The reason that they care more about you is because you are, you're engaging, you're interesting to watch. Tell them what makes you unique. Tell them why you're going to fight this guy. So I can say to you, for example, okay, you're standing next to the ring. Stacey Clark is holding a microphone in your face. Tell me what you're going to do to Keith Hendricks tonight. Go. And that's all I need. I just need the dialogue. I don't need any.
I'm gonna knock his head off his fucking shoulders and beat him to death with that fucking helmet he uses on his head, the cushion to blow.
There you go. Perfect. There's your promo. So what basically all you do, we only want dialogue promos. You don't need to do any of the weird quirk stuff. It would be nice if you work that in, because some people already know how to write. But if you don't know how to write, just say.
Basically, keep it simple. You want an example of simple? You don't have to do it per se like that, but Ashley Moore's promo at Ladies Night, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, super freaking simple. I'm here, I'm gonna win, screw you guys, I'm out.
Yep. Something that we're not going to take though.
simple.
We're not going to do any additional promo videos made by people. So if you send something in, you're holding a microphone, it's just going to get disregarded. We're not going to use it.
Why aren't you going to use it?
We're not going to use it because everything's going to be uniform, so it all looks the same and everyone gets the same. It's so that nobody can gain a competitive edge, because by doing something, it just makes sense that all 19 of those people are going to be sold in the same way, which is everyone's a star. That's how we want to do it.
Okay.
Basically, the first ambition. No. You can say whatever you want within the confines of the promo, but it's going to be a written promo, and they're all going to be done the same. They're all going to be delivered the same. Just because it means that everyone gets the same fair chance.
Basically, what it is you get bullet points and you just fill out the bullet points.
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
have to go crazy.
Yeah.
I know some of the people on this list are really good writers. You don't have to
save your writing for the main show or the locker room in the run up to your match. So say you know that you're in week 3, then in between week 2 and week 3, go and put your promo in the locker room. Do a long-winded promo. It's fine if you want to do that there, but we won't be putting them in the show because we haven't got the time, because matches go longer than, if we're trying to fit everything into an hour, some matches will go 15-20 minutes. Some matches will just be long, so we'll have to we won't be editing matches down, but we're aiming for an hour, so we're gonna need to trim off as much shite as we can. And some of the shite, unfortunately, will be user-generated content, which is a Valmont beatdown video which lasts 8 minutes is not going to work for us. So we're just going to, if we can be succinct and we can
keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly. We're just going to be succinct to make sure you're going to be giving us text, you're going to be giving us dialogue. That's all we need from you. We just need dialogue in your character, in the voice of your character, effectively. We can do the rest. We'll do the rest. What I would say, if you've already entered, make sure that you've uploaded your core by the end of Sunday, because Quartz is going through and getting screenshots of everyone. So we need you to have an up-to-date core. If you're going to have, if you've got a different look, you've got different hair, something like that, make sure that that's there so that it looks, so we know exactly what's happening. It also means that, because we're going to have tailor tape graphics, we're going to sell it like it's going to be like watching a UFC show, but with this game. And everything's going to be kayfabe to the point where everyone's going to be the most important person when they're in the ring, and that's how it should be. There's no main eventers, there's no low carders. This is just everyone's on everyone's on a living playing field, and we're going to shove you.
Is there a title?
There is no title. There is no title. There's not going to be a title. There's never going to be an ambition title, unfortunately.
Well, there was one before.
No, there was, but it's not coming back. I can guarantee that. What it could do, though, if you work hard here, get yourself over, you might get yourself a title shot on the main card, because it makes sense that if you come out of this looking like $1 million, then you go straight into what you were doing anyway, with an added sense of, like, I don't know, people will maybe be into you a bit more, so maybe you'll get more opportunities afforded to you, because once you start doing what you're supposed to do when you get popular, it's hard to stop you being popular-ish. I'm not guaranteeing anything because I'm not staff, but I'm saying the way that it tends to work in OCW, and look at Sean McGee as an example of this.
No one here knows Sean McGee. You might need a more current example.
And what's the current example? Who?
How dare you, Valkyrie? But
no, I didn't hear you.
No, Valkyrie.
The more that you do what you're supposed to do, the more the people that make those decisions notice you, I think, is the best way to say it.
That makes sense.
So, do what you need to do here, and then get over.
We're basically covering the base. Like we're gonna cover most of the basics of the presentation aspects of it, and I guess I'm gonna help with the commentary and whatnot, which is another thing when it comes to commentary. If there's specific notes you may have regarding
where your character came from, what the backstory is, what the gimmick is, any of that
little
stuff.
Backstory notes, you can send that to Pugh, and then when I go over your match, he'll make sure I have them, and I can me and the commentary team can play that up.
Yeah. We also, with that, we need to know hometowns, we need to know heights, weights, names of finishers, names of signatures, so that the guys who are doing commentary can pad out your match with story, because they're not going to refer to the main roster. Anything you've done on the main roster might as well have not happened. Think of it as like the Mae Young Classic, or like the Cruiserweight Classic, or whatever it was called, where everything was kind of like backstory driven. So this guy's been on the indies. This is what he's done. This is what his move is. He's working towards this move, but no OCW stuff's going to be referenced.
I don't know if like not 100%, but maybe like little vague vaguities and vague necessities. I don't know. There might be some vague references. Like if I was talking about Taylor's, like we're talking about his current promotion, and maybe not so much as the angle with Tay Breezy, but I might just talk about his promotion. Someone like Jet, I could talk about how he's not been around. Someone like Elliot, fresh off the boat. Something about Mystical being like the head rookie. And Tony Everett being, with the basically little, not full blown, but like I know enough to
sell them.
So I don't know if saying not referencing OCW period, because that just
Well,
but
no,
not referencing like specific things that you're doing like on the main roster.
Yeah. So because the idea is to keep it. It's like a technical term. It's evergreen, which means it can be watched at any time and enjoyed at any time, and nothing will really change. So somebody could come to this in 2 years, and because it's not timed, because we're not making references to stuff that kind of is going on currently, then it makes sense. It would still make sense. For the most part. So that's basically it. There's going to be some like technical stuff, like how we want the matches delivered and stuff. I'm going to put that in a post that's going to be written down. Yeah, it's going to be 1080. It's going to be 30 frames a second. I don't want 60 frames a second because it'll start to cause problems when I do the renders. Everything's going to be 30. So if you can record in 60, fantastic. Bitrate is kind of.
Bitrate's important.
It depends what people use to render though, because like if you're using Premiere Pro. I don't know how many people actually use, because I don't know how to use Vegas. I've not used Vegas.
Well, look,
myself.
the bottom line is as long as your bitrate is something fair, like maybe 5 to 7 or 8, or anything between 6 and like 11 or 12.
The actual file size I don't care about, as long as you can host it somewhere I can download it. So that's not a big deal.
So don't worry about file size so much as that it has to be MP4, like always, and then you have
1080 as well.
The bit rate 1080, 30 frames. The bit rate is the most important thing. Make sure your bit rate is also 1080p, but the bit rate is what keeps the match looking crispy. Because he can touch it up in Premiere Pro with little filters and sharpen. My gimmick is I love sharpness, and sharpness usually makes the shitty matches Jacob Trance look a lot better, or B17 matches look a lot better. Or what you can do is the other alternative is, assuming your computer's not your internet's not potato, you can upload to YouTube in private, unlisted, obviously with common sense, unlisted or private with common sense, unlisted or private with common sense, unlisted or private, and then upload it there and then pull it back down, download it in HD, and it'll compress into its YouTube magic.
I didn't think you could still do that. That was the old-fashioned way.
No, it's different. You have to find different little downloaders and make sure you don't get creepy ones that try to do spyware. But you can do that and then send that to Pugh as well if it's too daunting.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're using Vegas, Magic's Vegas, I can give you a little bit tutorial on that. That's super easy. I've been doing that for a couple of people with my settings, and they've been turning out pretty good. And that's pretty much it. This is for you. You will have to work, but you don't have to work all that much. And like I say, meet us halfway.
Like Quartz keeps saying it's an opportunity because it is an opportunity to work with 2 Hall of Fame guys and you, and maybe other Hall of Fame guys. I don't know how many people are actually going to be involved in the actual building of it. Technically, there's only going to be us 4, but in terms of promos and helping people out, helping people along, anybody could be involved in that. Any vet potentially could be just drafted in to be, because at the end of the day, everyone can write. Like everyone is here because they like wrestling in some form, and if you've seen wrestling, then you know what constitutes a promo. Like you know what constitutes a good match. You just do. It's just something that you learn.
Like there's so many outlets you can use to get influence and stuff. Like I know it's like the new thing now. Everybody wants to be fucking the Dream. Stop it.
The Dream.
Yeah, what's it called? This guy Dream on NXT. Velveteen Dream.
Oh, Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, that's like the new gimmick. Everybody wants to fucking be.
Well, a few years ago it was like the CM Punk gimmick, and then it was
CM Punk, and then before that it was
Kenny
Rock,
Omega as well. Like Rock. It's just
Kenny Omega. Who else? Shawn Michaels for a bit. Undertaker, John Cena, everybody Stone. It ebbs of Triple H, yada yada yada. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're gonna do it for us. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, there'll be a thread, or what do you want to do? A thread? Or you want to do a Discord thing?
Do a thread. Yeah, do a thread.
Yeah, there'll be well, you can make the thread, and people can just ask you questions there. It'll be on the forum.
Okay. We didn't really cover a lot of stuff here because we're still working out what we're going to actually do. The only solid thing that we know at the moment is you will be required to work. There will be three full shows booked by next week, and you will have about 2 weeks to actually get the matches done. Quicker the better, because the quicker the better. We're aiming for the first week of Feb, but if they come in faster, we can get the show out faster. We can. It's possible. So I'm not putting an actual date on it yet, but the first week of Feb is the aim. But like I say, the quicker you get shit in, the quicker we can do it.
And it really is an opportunity. So like, if you don't take it, I don't want to hear no shit. Honestly, like there's people on this list that can use, like for example, there's 2 people on this list that can use what was said in the Discord regarding not deserving of being rookies. Right, that can use that as fuel. That's definite promo material.
And also, don't cosplay. Please don't cosplay on my show because I don't like it. It's just stupid. Be your character. Show your character to the people who wouldn't have seen your character otherwise. Because it's all very well saying, I'm not being booked, but here you are being booked. You guaranteed bookings just by signing up here. You're guaranteed to be sold as a star. You're guaranteed to get fucking... You're getting the $1 million treat, like, you're getting the red carpet treatment by being here 2 weeks. And some of these people, I'm fully expecting to break... No, because we're treating them. That's what we're treating them as. We're treating them all as big deals. That's the idea. They're big deals. They're the biggest deal.
Well, don't let it go to your head because I fucking take your legs out real quick.
Yeah, when they get on the I don't give a shit what happens when they get on the main roster. That's up to you.
Yeah.
But on my show, they're a big deal.
I'm the top dog on Ambition, and it's over. All right, great. Here's fucking.
Thanks for coming. Here's KD.
Life.
Bye.
Here's KD. Here's KD, or here's B17. There you go.
Oh, you're getting beat up by a guy that sounds like this. Oh, the punch in the face. Oh no, you're dead. Oh, Jesus crackers.
So yeah, there will be questions. Put the questions in the thread. But I might just put this in the thread. Does that make sense?
If you put it, you know what? Keep it. Yeah, maybe put it in the thread.
Well, I'm gonna send you the MP3 afterwards.
Yeah, sure. I'll probably make a big deal out of it. That's what I do.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, there's only other one point is essentially just take this opportunity because there's really people who just kind of sit there and don't do shit, and it kind of annoys me. But then again, I don't know if they don't know not to do stuff or if they're confused. So take this opportunity to ask questions in the thread, to ask for advice. Not just in Discord, but on the thread. Ask these people because they're willing to help you to get this shit going and to make your season the very best. And
I mostly just want to prove that we can do this in the same way that like the other YouTube people use this game, and it takes them, like you said at the start, it takes them months to do a thing that I think that we can do as a team, an OCW team, within. We can have a 6-episode run done within 3 weeks.
Hell fucking yeah. I think so. But, got to do the work. Mostly, yeah. So, that's going to do it for us. Dan, thank you. I know it's late. You have a wonderful night, sir. And we're out of here.
Are you tired of 7-foot super heavyweight Jeff Hardy's flipping all over the ring? Tired of 100 overall stomp cheese, sweet cheese calls online? OCW Fed is a hybrid E-Fed in a competitive league that's been operating for 15 straight years. We combine the elements of roleplay, character development, story elements, and include a competitive play driven by fair play rules, a unique rule system created for the people of OCW Fed, by the people of OCW Fed. We've got promos, we've got matches, and we have hands down the best community of any E-Fed in the world. If you think you got what it takes, head over to OCWFed.com, check out the handbook, get to know a few people, and we hope to see you there.